945-9099. You can ask any question. We'll get you to what's just in that light. Just like things you know that I could probably twitch. Remember, there's a very deep part acting in me, so I can. What about
Chumps be pulling up in caddies, knowing that car belongs to your daddy. Pumping the volume up in the speakers. When they blow, your pop's gonna beat your butt. You're out of gas and still rolling, cause your mind these girls are controlling. We should go around my way. And just like it's and you say, okay. You should've known you wasn't gonna make it. Go for a tow truck, somebody takes it. Now you're stuck way out in Brooklyn. You're in deep the way things are looking. You can't get home cause you live too far. Your cash and ID was back in the car. Now you wish you had driven your Duster, but it's too late. You've been had by a hustler.
Suckers be trying to play like they're big shots, flashing cash you ain't even got, playing the role like a big drug dan, knowing the cash goes straight to the boss man. The only cash you got is car fare. Other than that, not a dime to spare. Do you have when you stand on the Ave? It makes me wanna laugh. Always talking about the way you're packing a gun. Everybody knows you're just acting. Some of your buddies that you call a posse be plotting and scheming to get them some Scotty. They know you talk much crap and you're full of it. And when you do have a gun, there's no bullets. So don't try to front on me, buster, cause you're nothing. You're just a small-time hustler.
Good evening. It's me. It's fucking me. It's Jerry G, and this is a special edition of The Stupid Show, a.k.a. The Jerry G Show, a.k.a. The Non-Existent Menstrual Painting Show. Apparently, people are missing. That's okay. That's not a bad thing because we're going to have a special guest. Bobby! How you doing, buddy?
Yeah. What's good, man?
What's going on? How's everything
How
tonight?
you doing?
I'm doing, I'm fucking great. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Who the hell? Fuck you.
No, we don't need that.
No, we don't need that.
All right, so like you said, it is a special edition of The Stupid Show, and as you can see, it's just you.
What the hell happened to everybody?
I am not part of the show. Apparently, we had some unforeseen circumstances, but we're going to take this opportunity to get to know Jerry G.
Exactly.
How does that sound?
Jerry G is a mystery, but for now, maybe we'll get some questions about my my dark life.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. All right,
okay,
I'm going to start off because you are obviously a very funny guy.
I try to be.
Okay, but I never you're not. Would you call yourself a comedian?
I wouldn't say a comedian. I would just say I have a fucked up personality. I'm accidental humor.
So do you have an interest in humor as far as pursuing it, or you just like to be funny and silly?
I
and
just
have
like
fun?
to laugh about everything.
Okay.
If I see a car crash, I'm the first person laughing about it.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's
Okay.
usually half the times it's a stupid motherfucker doing the dumbest thing. Tailgating or blowing a red light. Boom. Fucking crash. You fucking idiot.
That's true.
Shit like that humors me. I get humored by accidents. Depends.
Yeah, well, some accidents are funny, some aren't though.
No, there aren't.
Like speaking of accidents, the train accident, the Amtrak that just happened, that shit's crazy, right?
That sucks.
You didn't laugh at that, did you?
I don't know enough information on it yet.
No, there's nothing to laugh about, but all I know is the driver was going twice the speed limit, 106 miles an hour around the curve that he should have only been going about 50 miles an hour.
That actually happened a few months ago, I think in the Bronx or whatever, one of the trains.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, the conductor
was
I think he was high or something, and he was just going really fucking fast like an idiot.
Wow. Yeah, so they got to interview the guy and find out exactly what happened. But, my condolences, our condolences to the families who were affected by
Absolutely.
that. But back to you. So you wouldn't call yourself a comedian, but
No.
you do, you're a funny guy. You like to have fun. You like to get
I
silly.
like to laugh every day. There's not a day that goes by when you're not laughing about something.
You're right. Absolutely. You have to laugh. You definitely have to laugh. I'm a very easygoing guy. So
yeah.
I don't like drama in my life. I like to
Drama-free is the
get
way to be.
silly, stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes
Silly,
just
stupid.
silliest things.
Silly, stupid, sober, or silly, stupid under the influence?
I could be silly, stupid, just sober. Sober means not drunk. Yeah, I could be silly, stupid, sober.
Yep.
But under the influence, I could be even more silly, stupid. But
Every time I get under the influence, I end up turning into like an acrobat. I try doing flips, and I end up kicking somebody in the fucking face. Do I feel bad about it? Absolutely not, because you shouldn't be that close to me when I'm doing fucking flips, you know?
That's true. That's true. So speaking of flips and stuff, I obviously through Facebook and looking at your muscles, how long have you been into the gym life? Because you obviously take it very seriously.
I've been on and off since I was about 13, but as far as getting legit serious and nonstop, I want to say about 3 years ago.
Okay.
It just hit me. One of my friends I was training with goes, you're actually pretty strong for your size. And I was like, I didn't take anything of it. And then I found about powerlifting where no one gave a fuck about how you look, but what you could actually lift. So I'm like, okay, this is perfect for me. I mean, my fat ass is never going to be a fucking bodybuilder. The only six-pack I have is a six-pack of fucking Red Bull in the fridge. I don't have anything on my stomach. My girlfriend's got more of a fucking six-pack than me. She probably always will.
So you're more of powerlifting
More
and
of a
stuff
powerlifter,
rather than
yeah.
all cutting up and getting all defined and stuff.
Could cut up.
Do you get like do you get like an adrenaline rush from lifting like a lot of weight, you know what I'm saying, like powerful
Absolutely.
like that? Okay.
And if blood comes out, all the better. If someone slaps the shit out of me, I get the craziest rush. I love pain.
Okay. Cool. All right. So what else besides the gym? You like to have fun. You like to go to the gym. What else is any other hobbies or anything like that? Or
my other hobby is working on all my science fiction books, which I've been working on since 2001. Sure, my friend Bobby's going, where the fuck are they? Truth is, I can get very creative, but at the same time, I have this lazy gene really bad when it comes to writing stuff down. So I'll be like writing thousands of words at once. The next thing I won't be writing it for a week. So I just got to get this thing finished. It's 5 stories, and hopefully one day I get it out there. That's besides my gym, my true passion.
Science fiction, you say?
Science fiction, yeah.
Okay.
Religious science fiction, almost.
Interesting.
fuck
So it's
people's
very
minds up.
spiritual, religious type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I made I'm not going to go into it too much details, but I combined God and evolution into one thing instead of being 2 separate entities.
Okay.
So when people read about that, it's
Well,
going to be fucked up.
now you're talking about God and evolution,
Yep.
combining it. That's kind of similar. I don't know if you're familiar with the ancient alien theory.
I heard a little bit about it,
It's
but not too much.
Basically, the idea of it is that evolution was going on, very slowly. Okay, I don't know. The whole story with humans is like we were like Neanderthals, and all of a sudden we're like,
Boom.
out of nowhere,
We have a fucking
we're
brain.
fucking rubbing sticks together, and then
Most
all
of
of a
us.
sudden we're building these huge megalithic sites and everything, doing things that we can't even do today. So it's very strange. But the ancient alien theory is basically at some point in evolution, another either space travelers, but another life form, whether they were humans
us out.
from another, they came here and basically jump-started the DNA of the primates or the type of humans that we were at that time, because it's very, very weird. It's just all of a sudden we just got really, really smart.
And to this day, nobody can figure out how to make a fucking pyramid.
No, you're absolutely right. Nobody. There's actual like stones, not just in the pyramids are cool, but there's other places that have stones that are 50, 100 times bigger than the blocks that they used in that, and it's
Periods
absolutely
were
amazing.
influenced by something not of this earth. I guarantee it.
Well, so the whole thing is when these beings came to Earth, the people here looked at them as gods because they couldn't explain what was happening. Well, all of a sudden these beings just come down, all this fire, light, smoke, and then they're telling us how to live and helping us, So, but that's the ancient alien.
Now they're looking at us going, you know what? Fuck them. What the
They're
hell
fucked
happened?
up. Yeah, well, I don't think they come around no more. They're
No
like
more.
disgusted with us.
They are. Just
I
look
don't
what's
blame
happening
them.
everywhere.
We're fucking disgusted.
We are in a society where if a cop is killed by a criminal, nothing crazy happens. But if a cop kills a criminal, everybody destroys their fucking town. Like, when the hell did Earth twist on a 180, just upside down.
It's been I think it's been slowly happening. I think the Earth is gonna we're gonna have like a polar shift on
We
the
are.
axis, and I think that's probably
The polar
reason
shift has
for
happened
it.
mentally already. Everyone's
Exactly.
fucking polar.
It's a mental polar shift.
Really, it's a mental motherfucking polar shift.
Oh man. So what is your like goals as far as, because I know that you really enjoy being here on,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, we're only internet television, but we are available worldwide. What do you enjoy about being in front of the camera, and what are your goals? Like, what are you looking to do?
In front of a camera, believe it or not, this is the happiest I am. I used to do stunts with my friends back when we were kids, and we didn't really do any sports or anything when we were younger, or stay in the house playing video games all day. We were just filming stunts, comedy videos, hitting each other with chairs, falling off ladders, roofs, all that stuff, and we loved every second of it. I mean, I got arthritis for life from a bike accident. My friend broke his wrist, and another one got a black eye. Nothing crazy, but we just it's something about being in camera where you're very comfortable.
Okay. So now with the show, like, what do you see? What do you see? Like, ultimately, like, if you could just snap your fingers and have the show complete, like, you know, without spending the time and getting the, you know, the crew together and figuring out. But ultimately, like, what could you see your show involving? Like, what could you visualize?
I can see the show eventually one day. Actually, I know it's going to happen. Yeah, that's how confident I am. It's going to be a late night show that everybody talks about that they want to see. That's like that one night of the week, 1 hour to 2 hours, whatever the fuck we have then, where they just want to tune in. Like, obviously in the morning, everyone knows of Z100, then everyone also used to listen to Howard. I used to listen to Howard Stern all the time. I loved him as a kid. And just Long Island needs a late night raunchy show where there's no holding back, there's no sense, and no holds barred, where 1 minute we could be talking and then the stripper jumps across the table. I mean, look, we had Consuelo's motherfucking ass last week.
Yeah, so because there really is, I mean, besides for Howard Stern, and we had Howard Stern.
That's a morning show, though.
That's a morning
Yeah.
show. Okay, you're right. So
We
it's
need a night
Well,
show.
you know what I was thinking is when that channel used to was it ETV?
Yeah.
They used to broadcast
Have
it
at night.
At night,
I
but
used
that
to
was
stay up
actually
late
in the
to
morning.
watch.
So, but they played it at night, but it actually happened in the morning. Yeah.
I used to stay up late to watch that shit all the time.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like
I could never
shocking the
sleep.
shit that he was doing.
That's what we're going to do. We're eventually going to have that, wow, what the fuck? Did Jerry just do that? Did he just really have that person on the show? Eventually, you got to think of everything.
So you want to have like girls shoot bottle rockets out of their ass out of
Oh,
the
that'd be
window?
fucking awesome.
Okay.
Eventually, I discussed with the man they call Brendan an idea of where we would do a round of Twister called Twisted, where everybody would play Twister, and whoever fell down, we would electrocute somehow with the taser or something. I pitched that idea. I had no problem
That's
doing
true. I remember you did that. Yeah.
that. We would do that or a strip Twister, anything like that. I never lost in Twister as a kid, so I figured, I mean, gravity is against me now, but you never know. It would be fun.
All right. So now, what pisses you off? Like what gets you mad? Like, you know, like things like shit that people do, or something that just, oh man, I can't fucking believe this guy did this again.
Stubborn motherfuckers. People that want to give advice to everybody but don't want to take advice themselves. I'm actually going to get into this. We have a guy at our gym. We call him Marky Mark, where basically he's the guy that tells everyone he had stories like, oh, he was a rapper in the past, a model, but then he doesn't do anything like that now, a.k.a. Mark Wahlberg. He's not rapping anymore. And
So you got a guy like that at the gym?
oh, yeah, no, we actually had him recorded in a video preaching about, oh, he's like, oh, you guys don't need to touch your chest when you're benching. I could bench 500 pounds, and I don't got to bring the bar to my chest at all. And then one day some guy came up to him and said, hey, you need to drop the weight off your bench and do it correctly. And he fucking flipped out on the dude. And I've come close to punching him in the face, too. He goes around to everybody correcting their forms, but he's the worst fucking form ever.
Okay, that is the worst, yeah.
I drop shits that look cleaner than him.
You know what pisses me off?
What pisses you off?
People posting shit on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
that is so opposite of what the real life shit is going on. Like friends, you know, because you don't know, you know, people. We have all acquaintances. We don't know what people. But like when I'm going through the stream and I see some shit from one of my friends, and I just got off the phone with them, and it's just like, yo, that shit does not match that
You
status.
posted, you posted how wonderful your fucking life is, but guess what? Your whole paycheck just went to go into the club to the weekend. What do you have in your bank account? Nothing. You got nothing in your fucking bank account, yet you're posting pictures of money, these watches, things that, freaking talk about how rough life is. Please, you got everything fucking handed to you, and you still have nothing.
I like when people, when they have any amount of cash, before they got to put it in the bank and pay the bills, they fucking lay it out on the table and fucking snap the Instagram pic.
Tax
like
returns.
they just fucking scored a big deal, and that's all there is to fucking
Everybody
go really
and
with.
their mother posts that $1,800 tax return that they got, and guess
Yeah.
what happened? The next day they're paying off their college loan or their car loan
Exactly.
or some other loan.
But it's like, you know, they're taking pictures of it like they just fucking, you know, walked out on the street and scored it, you know, because they were
They
just.
didn't score shit. Everyone's got, you know what? There's real life and then there's Facebook life. People tell you, if you see me posting shit on Facebook, that's the same thing. I just post my workout stuff, the food I eat. There's nothing fucking fake about that. People know I'm a fat ass and I work out all the time in person. So Facebook, it's the same fucking thing.
I like to call it fake book
Fakebook.
because it really is fake book.
I used to call it Face Space.
Face base?
Yeah. Like the transition from MySpace to Facebook. No motherfucking difference.
My mother used to call it My Face instead of MySpace. And my mother used to call combine Facebook and MySpace. She used to say my face.
I will tell you this. MySpace, the difference between MySpace and Facebook, a lot of people use MySpace. This is before there was like dating websites just to meet people, find them, and fuck the shit out of them. There was the name, it doesn't even matter her name anymore. But when, I want to say, when was MySpace big? Right, 2001 to 2003?
I don't even remember. It was so long ago. I mean, MySpace, they tried to even come back and, you know.
Oh, yeah, they tried. That miserably failed. But
it's got to be close to 10 years ago. So I would say probably a little after 2000. I would say maybe 2004, maybe.
That was like
I don't think it was much
2000
before them.
around that year, because there's one girl I was hanging out with was 19 years old, but didn't happen to tell me that she happened to be motherfucking married at the time. And the fucked up part is this 19-year-old is married to a 40-year-old. Money. Go fucking figure. I'm sorry, but if you're in your teens or 20s and the guy you're with is twice your age, that's not love. That's fucking gold digging. I don't care what any fucking girl says. There's so much of that. Oh, my God, he's the nicest person to me. He's the sweetest person to me. Yet you post every fucking week a new Coach bag or some Louis Vuitton shoe that you're fucking getting. That's fucking gold digging. That's not goddamn love. Get me the fuck out of here. By the time you're 50 years old, the guy will be already dead. Like, that's not love.
I am not materialistic. I don't give a shit about, like, like I used to when I was younger, cars I was a little more into. But at this point, like, man, I just need to get from A to B as safely and, you know, reasonably as possible. I don't need to be showing off shit anymore, but even clothes and stuff, you know, I don't know. But let's talk about about what?
I just said uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
See the idea brewing.
No, I'm just trying to I want to get more into the show and more into are we looking for, like, we're actually looking for people to get involved in the show. So I wanted to talk about that. Like, what are you looking for? You're the host of the show.
What I'm looking for is somebody maybe not as twisted in the head, as fucked up in his head, but someone that has a really huge sense of perverted humor, that does not mind being camera shy. I'm sorry, but if you have something in your life and then you come on camera and you're going to be all quiet, you're going to be a fucking pussy about it, get the fuck out of here. You got it. You have no filter. You see that little like thing that's saying, oh, I can't curse? Get the fuck rid of it. You shouldn't even have it. Be fucked up. If you're a girl, think like a guy. If you're a guy, just fucking do whatever. Just be yourself. Don't be a pussy. Don't grow a vagina.
So you guys, girls, I mean, are you looking to assemble a team?
A team, yeah, exactly. A team of people that we can discuss, like, oh, what happened during the week? What are the events? Let's make fun of that shit. We can do every little thing you can.
Okay.
It's just something to, you know, make the day go by, because they think about it. What does everyone like to do during the day? They post up online. They like each other's shit. So if you have a group of people and you don't have Facebook in front of you, communicate, talk, make fun of things, laugh, slap each other, punch each other, do something. That's what you need. You need something where it's just a group of people having fucking fun and posting videos, making fun of them, going over them, reviewing them, that kind of shit.
Okay. That sounds good.
So if you think that person, you let us know. You give us a call or you send one of us a request on Facebook, a message, and be a part of something that could potentially be really good in the future. Think of it this way. A raindrop freaking starts. Next thing you know, it turns into a pond. Boom.
That's right. That's right. And we have a lot of shows here on Strong Island TV, and you know, some are music shows, some are comedy shows, some are more educational shows. But you know, we like to let people express themselves, whatever they want to talk about, whatever type of music they want to play. That's what we are all about. So I'm looking forward. I've seen, you know, a little bit of what you do, and I think once you assemble the right team, I think you're going to do real well. It's a shame that our friend Brandon is a little bit missing in action right now.
I think he's getting a haircut again.
He's getting a haircut? You mean a shave? He's getting his head shaved.
He's getting a shave. Then he's got his head under the, you know, the thing where they put the bowling balls to get waxed. Danielle is hiking again for the 400th time this month. I think she's hiking, but I'm starting to think that's a code word for something. Consuela, unfortunately, wasn't feeling good. I think
She's feeling a little under the weather.
too much peroxide.
I don't know.
Or not. Maybe she drained herself dry.
She needs the peroxide.
I think she drained herself dry.
I think she needs to start the peroxide challenge right away.
That I'm actually looking forward to that. Like that peroxide challenge or a second
That's supposed to
painting.
help your immune system and get you feeling better all the time. So I think she should definitely get into that.
No, we
Let
Chris
us
is missing,
know.
but
Chris is
Correct.
missing, and I was watching the other one of the other shows. I don't know if it was last week, and you had me dying. You said something. There came up. Remember the gummy dicks?
Gummy dicks.
Somebody brought up gummy dicks, and you said, "Speaking of gummy dicks, where's Chris?"
Anytime you think of Chris, you're gonna think of gummy dicks.
And I just laughed hysterical because you know what? Like you're very fast. You got to be fast to catch those things.
I
noticed
you gotta
that's-
jump at the opportunity.
Yeah,
you can't
you-
sit around 5 minutes waiting for the joke. By then, the punchline's over.
You got to be ready. So how do you do? Is that natural to you? Like, or you know, are you on alert, or it just comes? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm never on alert because that's just gonna stress me out, and then that's gonna make me age. I mean, I'm 30 years old, and I don't feel it, nor do I look it. And that's the thing. You got to have fun in life and not be stressed. That's the trick to staying young. There's no fucking secret potions out there or magical lifts or anything to make yourself younger. It's have fun, laugh, and smile. Life is too fucking short.
I agree 100%. And I'm not going to mention my age, but I am older than you. Trust me.
I would never even be able to guess
But-
it. Uh-oh.
Who's that?
We got a caller, I think.
don't know if is that for the show? Go ahead, put him on live.
Oh, it's Miss. He hung up.
Okay.
Fuck you.
All right. So, yeah, you know, like sometimes I find, like, I think about it a second or two too late, and I already missed the opportunity, and that happened to me. I got to tell you the exact situation, but
Let's hear
like
it.
it was just funny. I had the perfect opportunity, and I didn't think about it. Like a minute later, it came to me, and it was already gone. So that's one thing I'm not. So you know, I'm fast, but you're really fast, and I wanted to actually get you on another show. There's a friend of mine, Lee West. He's a comedian. He's got a show here on Thursday nights from 8 to 9.
Oh.
And I was talking to him about you because he's an actual comedian. That's what he does.
I would love to meet this guy.
Yes. So I told him about you, and I wanted to get you on his show and him on your show.
That could be
One
very
week if you
interesting.
guys, you know, you have to do it the same week, but
Oh, yeah.
and then like cross promote because I think that
That's how you do it.
you and him being a comedian and you being just very fast and quick and witty, I think that you guys would probably
People connect,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So I felt it. So I told him about you last Thursday. So I want to make that happen if you're interested.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'll tell you this, now that you mention it, a lot of times in life they say it's not what you know, but who you know. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people move up in jobs because they fucking knew somebody rather than them knowing. These could be the dumbest piece of shit, but they were best friends with somebody and that person hooked them up. That's
Absolutely.
what happens.
You could be the greatest talented person, but if you don't know anybody, you're not going to be able to get your work in the right
Exactly.
spots. And then you could be somebody who's really not the most talented person, but because they know the people, they ended up linking things that the other guy didn't.
I'll tell you when that happened. I used to work at Circuit City before they went out, and there was one manager who was heavily known for reverse discrimination. He would move up people that knew him, but if you did not know him or if you were a different ethnicity, you were frowned down upon. Once they got rid of him because they discovered that, new managers came in and they actually raised people up who were known for their work rather than for having your fucking nose up like 3 inches up someone's asshole.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not fair when you're working somewhere, you're busting your ass, you're doing a hell of a lot better job, and then somebody else gets a raise or moved
witnessed
ahead.
that
and you're
so
like,
much,
what the
yeah.
hell, you know? So that's not cool.
That's why they called it Circuit Shitty.
What is it?
That's what we used to call it Circuit Shitty.
Sucker shitty. Okay.
Yeah, no, it
They're
was.
not in business no more, right? They're gone.
No,
or-
they're gone. No, their biggest mistake was 2 things: getting rid of commission, and then putting certain people in charge. They would take like someone out of like a Foot Locker store and make them the manager of a Circuit City. I'm like, you don't even, you just manage shoes. Now you got like 100,000 products. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, well, you know, I guess that's why they're not around no more.
Not at all.
Man, I think a lot of these stores sometimes they sell their shit too cheap just to compete, and they in the end they're not making any money. You know?
They were
don't-
losing so much. That's why
Yeah.
a manager was like, "Oh, you got to sell protection plans on everything. We're not making any money." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm selling all this shit. What's it getting me? Nothing. What's it getting you? Oh, a nice little fucking paycheck. Get the fuck out of here." There was nothing. The employee could sell $200,000 worth of products in a month. Was he making an extra dollar? Not a damn thing. Where's the incentive? That's why you have like places like PC Richards. That's the longest fucking running retailer. Commission. That's it.
There you go. And actually, PC Richard is cool because you don't ever have to the sticker price. There's a little room in there all the time.
There's always
Like,
wiggle room.
they'll go to the computer and they'll take another $10, $15, $20 off. Where another store that's like it. So that's cool because PC Richard probably gives them a little bit of play. It may affect their commission, so it's up to them if they want to lose a little bit of commission but make the sale. But yeah, shout out to PC Richard, man.
Yeah, one of my
They've
friends
been
he hooked me
long-ass
up.
time.
It was a $1,500 set. It was an LED and a stand, and then a second TV. And suddenly he dropped it down to $1,000, and I still got a second TV literally for nothing. I was like, holy shit! All because you knew someone, and because there's a lot of room there. You can't get that anywhere else
That's true.
unless off the truck.
All right, so moving right along. Just trying to think of what else we can discuss. I mean, we talked about the show, but talked about what pissed you off. I wanted to get you a little riled up, but I don't really know how to do it. I think that
Well, you know what roused me up? I'll
what
get
riles you
into
up?
that.
Because I'm looking for something
Okay.
to kind of like
What?
spur
Obviously,
you on.
never break what you preach. If you tell someone that this is what really upsets you, and then you go off and do that, you know what I mean?
So you're when a guy tells you something, or anybody, they give you their word, and then
Suddenly,
it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That pisses me off too.
Mhm.
I'll definitely agree with you on that.
that's like, okay, here's an example. You have that one friend that goes, oh, no matter what, like, we're always going to be there to hang out. But then suddenly they're in a relationship, and then they're gone. And then they come back out of nowhere when they break up. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, I didn't go anywhere. I could be in a relationship, and guess what? I'm still going to hang out with everyone just the same. Is anything going to change? No, just the fact I'm in a relationship. Yet people go into relationships, suddenly it's like they're in a fucking Turkish fucking prison, and then they come back when they get out.
I agree. I had a friend like that. We were like inseparable. You know what I'm saying? Like best friends every day, hanging out, just smoking, making music, DJing, having fun. All of a sudden, it just stops coming around. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm not,
Exactly.
I'm not making a big thing of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's my girlfriend or anything like that. But I'm like, something's up. And then I ended up talking to somebody, and I found out he started hanging out with a girl. He didn't even tell me
Pussy whip.
that he met some girl or he's been hanging out with the girl. He just totally just fucking blew me off. And I was like, are you freaking serious? Every day you're calling me, every day coming over, hanging out. Also, you get a girl and like 2-3 weeks go by and you don't even pick up the phone anymore. But that really pissed me off. I'll never forget that. Like that was like really like bullshit.
I had a
It was
friend-
like big time.
this girl I used to be really, really close with. She was like one of the best things that I ever had in my life as far as a friend goes. And then whenever she would go into a relationship, she would disappear. If something really bad happened, she would show up, like disappear for 6 months. One day I get a call, what are you doing? I'm like, holy shit, look who's alive. It's like, oh, I'm outside your house. I need to talk to someone. I'm like really breaking down. I'm like, what's wrong? Person gets in the house and they have bruises all over their body. I'm like, okay, so it took someone to beat some sense into you to come hang out with someone who was a best friend.
And then the worst thing is they'll confide in you. They'll ask you for your advice. You'll tell them everything to do, and they'll do nothing that you tell them, and they'll go right back to that person and be in the same fucking bullshit relationship. And like you said, and then come back 6 months later, and it's the same. It's like a cycle. It's like a vicious.
And then the
cycle.
person had the audacity when they broke up with the guy. Finally, they said, "Well, you ruined the relationship because the guy knew I was friends with you." I'm like, I ruined the relationship. You were staying with the guy that was beating you, and the only reason you were staying with him was because he was fucking buying everything in your life. If you're staying with someone and they're beating you up, but like giving you money and shit, what the fuck is that?
That's why I never, when people like talk to me about their boyfriends or girlfriends, significant others, I try to keep it as simple as possible and never let too much of my opinion, because you know what happens? It's the same thing. You're talking to your friend, it's going out with this girl. You know this girl's like a bitch. You know she's like screwing with him. You know she's, not right for him.
She's a cum-guzzling whore.
And for whatever reason, he stays with her.
That's why.
But then, like, so shit happens, and then he starts talking shit about her, and then you're like, yeah, bro, I told you should have stayed away from her. She's no good, blah, 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 blah. She's this, she's that. And then the fucking next day, he's back with her, and now you're left there. You just said all this bullshit about his girlfriend, and he's back with her. So, you know what I'm saying? Now this is constantly on your mind that you said those negative things about her.
Yeah.
Even though at the time he was saying them too. And that's why I never comment like that. Like
He probably only stayed with her because she likes having bruises on her knees.
I don't know. Well, she's got bruises on her knees. That means she's down on her knees quite often.
Yeah, she's not proposing.
Well, maybe she is.
No, but when a girl does that, she disappears, comes back, all because someone beat her up. It's like deep down inside, I just want to like chloroform them, put them in the trunk of my car, and drop them off somewhere. Leave a note, being like, "You think life is rough? Find your way home." Like, I'm sorry, then this way you can think about all the stupid shit you've gotten into.
I agree.
Some people just need life to slap them in the fucking face.
All right, so we have not even 10 minutes. All right, what I want to do is, because this show is not a full hour.
No, it's not.
But we got to know you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got to know about your show and stuff like that, and we put out the word that we're actually looking for people.
Yep.
All right, so if anybody is interested in being a part of, is it going to be the Jerry G show? It probably will end up being.
We could probably do the Jerry G show.
We're figuring it out. But anyway, the gist is this. You got a show here, StrongIsland.com, StrongIsland.tv, and you're looking for a team. You're looking for people to come in, have some fun, be committed, and be a part of the show. And
why wouldn't you want to have fun?
I think it's great. I mean, I'm here every night, and we run 2-3 shows a night, and I see the different shows that come in and out.
You don't have to watch TV anymore.
It's fun, man. Everybody has fun, whether you're playing a little bit of music, DJing, or you're talking about subjects, taking calls or whatever. It really is. It is fun to be on TV, whether it is the internet or network TV or anything like that. So if you have any aspirations of getting into television or radio, or you just kind of like intrigued by it, and you'd like to kind of see what's up and get involved, how could people get in touch with you besides Facebook if they're not you? Can you give them an email? At least maybe they can, if anybody sees that's not your friend on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
What's another way?
Facebook or Instagram. It's me, Jerry G.
It's me, Jerry G.
Same thing with YouTube. Just message me on those.
So your Facebook is facebook.com/it's me, Jerry G?
Oh no, Facebook.com is Facebook/Jerry Gowell.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Gawel.
Gawel.
Okay.
So we don't use it. We just shorten it to G. I should actually get that fixed. I had my last name as G at one point on Facebook until they had a rule that you had to make a full last name. I was so fucking pissed.
Yeah, they cracked down on that.
Because I just left it as Jerry G at the time because I was shortening it. That was before I came up with the whole "it's me, Jerry G" persona. Had I known years ago, I would have tried to keep it. And you actually could have kept it, but it would ask you to change, but then there was no going back.
Yeah, but now they actually got a little more strict.
They did?
Yeah, because Facebook made a deal with the FBI right before the new year kicked in.
Wipers.
And you know, if the FBI needs to look up somebody, they need that real name. So the nicknames weren't cutting it anymore. They had to legitimize it and make it
Facebook is
all like
creepy.
government names. So
You ever have it where like you were just researching something on your computer and suddenly there's like an ad on Facebook to buy that product? It's like, how the fuck did that get there?
yeah.
It happens all the time.
It does, yeah, because it knows that's AdSense and Google AdWords and stuff like that, and it knows the websites you go to. So if those websites are advertising on AdSense or Google, it knows and it puts it shit up there. Because I noticed that too. It's like I was just looking at this drum set, and all of a sudden this drum set is everywhere. It's like, hey, what about the drum set? I'm like, man, I was just looking. You know, it's not like I was gonna buy it, but yeah, that was crazy. But it does happen like that.
Oh my god,
it's smart. You know, that's fucking targeting. You know, computers that's dropping cookies and shit on your hard drive, so they know everything that you're doing.
You know, actually, it's a funny story. You said that years ago. Like when I first started getting more hardcore into the lifting, I was doing a lot of research on Schwarzenegger's and the guys from the 70s, and I was like, what did they eat? What steroids did they take? What kind of lifting did they do? And then like I'm going on Facebook, and I was with an old girlfriend at the time, and on Facebook there's an ad for a steroid. She's like, why are you looking at that shit? What are you trying to do? I was like, shut up, ho. And like that shit just picks it. Yeah, it just picks it right up. I was like, holy crap, where'd that come from?
I know, it's true. Alrighty. So, what else could we talk about the last 5 minutes or so?
I have no bloody idea. What else was going on? What major happened in the news? Obviously, you have the train crash. You had
I was telling you before that I kind of been staying away from the news the past 3 or 4 days. I didn't even know about the train crash until like 12 o'clock this afternoon.
That's true. And the news is racist.
And I didn't even want to see it, to be honest with you. I can't. Sometimes I hate the news, man. I hate it.
It's depressing. There's too much racism. It's race baiting. It's like fucking some of the news channels are turning into like Al Sharpton, for God fucking sakes.
Yeah, well, that's the media has their agenda, right? They show us what they really want us to see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what? Oh, here's something they talk about all over the news this week: the pollen tsunami.
Pollen tsunami?
They're talking about like how this year, because of the winter getting delayed, we're having like the worst pollen attack ever. It's like if you look at your car, it's like all covered in that shit.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yesterday was
like the trees just blew a load over all the vehicles.
Yep, I seen that. Yesterday was one of the first times I ever actually had allergies.
Yeah.
Like my eyes were like watering and tearing the whole day. I couldn't even keep them open.
It's nature's climax. That's what it is.
Nature's climax. I like that. It sounds like
hashtag nature's climax.
Sounds like a air freshener.
It really that is actually a good idea for him. We're now selling air fresheners called Nature Climax for $6.95. You can buy them on StrongIsland.tv.
It's like nature just let loose a huge orgasm all over
God. It really
all over your living room.
And no, the worst is my car is my BMW is red or whatever. So when all the pollen's on it, it's like yellow. It looks like a fucking flame. The car just driving around. But you get in the car, it's like you can't even fucking breathe. It's that bad. I just want to. It makes me want to move off this fucking island. But at the same time, everything I have in my life is here. There's so many times I've contemplated just moving. It's like okay, let's go to Florida, but no. Your house is gonna get blown off with a hurricane. Oh, but let's see. There's California. No, California's gonna be under the ocean in like 5 years.
There's actually only a few safe havens. I don't know if you're aware of that, but if you go kind of in the, I would say somewhere like around the Pennsylvania areas around there, because there's even like, the Mississippi River runs right up the United States. That like lies right on a fault line.
Oh,
so you have your coast you have Yellowstone National Park.
Oh, that's
which
blow
like
any fucking
freaking
second.
Super volcano, crazy.
That volcano goes, the whole country.
So
gone.
you figure from Yellowstone all the way to California, that shit's done because
Oh,
California's just gonna fall in the sea.
So 2012, what happened when
Yellowstone's gonna blow up. All right, then you have the Mississippi River. You're gonna have a huge crack there. So I think the safe
become
spot,
a lake.
The safe spot is right in the northeast, a little bit in Pennsylvania, Ohio, a little south from south from Ohio, Pennsylvania.
You just got to worry about the snow over there. That's it.
Maybe Kentucky or something
Kentucky.
like that. You know, North Carolina.
Isn't Kentucky where like every brother fucks their sister or some shit?
If it's the only place to live, you gotta
Yow.
go.
Actually, I remember stopping.
Isn't that the best place if civilization is going to restart? Wouldn't you want it to restart in Kentucky when you're fucking your brothers
That'd be
and
a
sisters?
fucked up civilization. There's been a lot of weird looking things running around.
Well, there are there now.
Somebody gave offspring to like a golem.
But yeah, it's a crazy world we live in, man. So yeah, I don't know where the hell to go either. So I'll just stick to Long Island. But after those 2 freaking storms, man, we almost lost Long Island.
Exactly.
You know, where are we gonna go?
I was actually driving around one of the hurricanes. I lost my fucking mind because
Yeah.
I lived in a complex in Copiague. So when the water started rising, I was more fearful for my car than the actual house. So I'm like, I need to get out of here before the salt ruins the rims and shit. So I actually drove around all over the place and found like somewhere on the island where it wasn't too
You
bad.
went more north and parked the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Yeah.
freaky shit. Then
crazy shit, man.
Irene fucked everything up. Like, look at all the gas stations that had the issues. People were lining up for hours in blankets and shit in their cars.
Irene and then Sandy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bitches.
Did you get caught up with that gas situation?
A little bit. No, I kind of didn't need gas
Mhm.
that desperately, but I saw it, and there was, I think I was one time, I was out in the car,
Uh-huh.
and I needed gas, and I was actually like kind of close to like Brooklyn, and it was a nightmare. I waited on a line for like an hour and a half, but I got the gas and I
believe it.
went home. But that was the closest. I didn't really get that bad.
It actually, it's funny that you say that. There was one day where I was running so low on gas to the point where I was like, shit, I'm going to have to call out of work tomorrow because I can't fill up. So my dad was like, oh, there's one gas station. It's got at least an hour and a half, 2 hour wait. Just shut your car off while you're waiting online, get a book, get a blanket, and that's what I did. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to call out. I'm just going to go home, play my Xbox. But before I do, I'm going to go get myself some chips and a Red Bull. What happened while I was doing that at the 7-Eleven? The gas tanker pulls into the fucking parking lot as I'm about to leave. I did a fucking U-turn in the middle of the fucking road. I can't even tell you how many people I cut off. Went right in there and got a spot. And you see all traffic come to a dead stop, and everybody's pouring into the 7-Eleven, crashing cars and
They
shit.
were waiting for the truck to come in.
It
yeah.
looked like a fucking bumper car scene. I'm seeing all these cars dead, people getting out, screaming at each other, and here I'm filling up my car. Ha ha, motherfuckers!
And then there was a line of people with the tanks, you know, just the portable tanks for their generators and shit.
I know. I never saw so many people with those things.
Crazy.
But now everyone, a lot of people have generators now because of that situation.
I got one too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I fucked it up. I got to clean it. I kind of left the gas in it.
My uncle's business did that. The hurricane was actually, even though it was one of the worst things for the islanders, it was the best thing for their business. They never had so much money and jobs come in ever just when that happened. Everyone needed them.
Yeah, they did. I
Lucky
think
them.
there was one. They only had one in Ace, and I actually called. I was like, I'm on my way. Hold that thing for me.
Oh, my God.
So yeah, they did. I got it. But all right. So let's close out the show. You feel like doing a little ending monologue or something just to close off the show while I go over there and
I'll
do the technical
come up with
stuff?
something on the fly, I think.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much.
No problem, man.
You're a lifesaver. Thank you for that interview.
Yeah, I just want to, let everybody know. Like I said, man, we're looking for people to get involved in the show, and just hit him up, man. Hit him up because he's a funny dude, and if you like to have fun, get a little silly, and be in front of the camera, this is the place to be, man. So hit this guy up. I'm telling you.
It's me, Jerry G.
All right.
All right, I'm going to say something here. Hi! First off, I would like to thank you for watching this episode. This episode actually almost did not take place. I'm going to say this. Practice what you fucking preach. Don't break any promises. Have fun in life. Live life. Laugh a little. Stop bitching. Stop complaining. Your life is so fucking bad. No, it's fucking not. You're not on the fucking streets begging for apples and oranges and little shit like that. You're in your house playing with your motherfucking iPad that your parents gave you and you haven't bought a goddamn thing. Stop fucking bragging about that Coach bag you got. No one likes a materialistic piece of shit. I fucking certainly don't. I don't need anything materialistic in my fucking life. I'm happy with good people, weights, and fucking pizza. A little bit of Chipotle. So, if you want to join the show, let me know. If you want to watch. If you want to be an audience member, good fucking luck. You're gonna have some fun. I promise I try not to throw a chair at you or anything. But I can guarantee this is only the fucking beginning. You have not seen any fucking thing yet. You're going to see more ass, more me, pizza, Twister, and whatever else our fucked up minds can come up with. If you have any ideas, I'll use them. If you would like to have any of your businesses mentioned, I'll fucking mention them. But you have to fucking watch. You have to enjoy. Have a little laugh. Be a little stupid. Who gives a fuck? You don't need to be serious all the motherfucking time. Am I serious? No. And that's why I have not aged in the past few years, because I'm never serious. And, you know, I'll never grow up. I'm going to be the 90-year-old fucking guy throwing my crutcher at people and laughing about it. Ha, motherfucker, take some wood. Just like that. But until then, I just want to say thank you for watching. It's me, Jerry G. Stay tuned for next week. It should be a little interesting. Take care, guys.